thankfully.
Cheater!
Thankfully, a
You're
set
in the
of tires
D-pad,
for
I'm
me
Rick.
is
I'm
only-
John.
And I'm Peter.
Sorry,
and
what were you saying?
I just found out
totally
that
interrupted
my set of tires will only be $500.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
That's great.
sweet. Okay.
It pays to have a tiny car.
you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Little
Yeah.
tires are
Little
cheap.
teeny profile wheels.
Yeah. All right.
and that's like I could go cheaper, but then it would be
Have you thrown away your Rattata yet?
He's already in the box. He's not on my team. You want me
I
to?
feel like
You
we
want
need
me
to
to go-
ceremonially
ceremonial
delete the
create,
Rattata.
create we release him to the wild or
Okay.
create a dead box.
One dead box.
Well,
one.
I was gonna say if we're literally undoing that encounter.
Okay, fine. Only concern. If I don't catch, do I get to catch a new Rattata then?
Only
So-
if it's the first one
only
you
if it's
see.
the first
We are
one you see, yeah.
resetting
So,
the
okay,
spout tower.
fine. I'm fine with that.
That is how
My
this will
fear
work.
is, like,
if you accidentally just kill a Rattata.
well, that's fine.
Well,
Like, I don't need a
that
Rattata.
would just be a thing that would happen. That's the
Yeah.
we're calling mulligan on this.
Yeah,
but
we
that
are
means-
we are undoing the fight.
Can I even set it free? How do I do that?
You go to move Pokemon, I think. Because I think there will be an option you can have in here. You select and then release.
Yep.
Release.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Disapointo.
Disapointo.
I sure did make you live up to your... Oh, he just gets small and evaporates.
Yep.
That's worse.
Bye-bye,
Disappointo.
Hey, was it Legends Arceus that tells us that when Pokemon faint, they get very tiny so that they can't be...
Yeah, I think so. It was very weird to have the game acknowledge that the little graphical thing that they've been doing for decades
They
is
say
now...
it's canonically what happens when a Pokemon
Oh,
faints.
It's now
Don't
diegetically
fucking
what happens to a Pokemon.
Do
It's like,
that.
ugh.
That's stupid.
I mean, in fairness, it does match them getting tiny and put into a Pokeball.
Right.
Double check the
It means
mark.
that it's an intrinsic ability of Pokemon and not a feature of the Pokeball
Yes.
that they shrink.
And to be
Which,
fair,
that makes
which
more
helps
sense.
A lot of Pokemon
because
don't minimize.
Pokeballs are from a long time ago.
Yes.
Sure.
The original Pokeballs were just crafted from nuts.
Nut.
Or was it apricorns?
Apricorns are how they make them in Johto.
That's, yes, okay.
They're made out of
All right.
in Hisui.
I thought that you could make them out of apricorns there too. Because you can make them at the little crafting bench.
Yes. I almost exclusively made Pokemon in that Pokeballs in that game.
Build Pokemon out of
Building
little puppets.
Pokemon. No, that's Pal World type shit.
Ugh, oh boy.
All
Oh, but
right.
yes, I was kind of mentioning before. That's the reason that lawsuit is going has been going. I guess the way that it has, you got to go up. Yeah, is there's Nintendo. I think the company that makes Pal World is also based out of Japan. More importantly, Sony, I believe, bought or has a very large financial stake in Pal World as well.
Oh, interesting.
So it's less about Pal World specifically and more about Nintendo v Sony.
Yikes. Oh, there's like a whole lot of layers there.
Yeah, and then there's elements of like the specific game mechanics visualized. Here
Come
we go.
on.
Oh no! Can you catch
All
this
right.
and call it very disappointing?
Yeah. V Dispointo.
V disappoint.
Oh, dude.
I'm so sorry. That is such a bummer.
Okay.
No.
No, it's fine. Back me up, though. You said there's supposed to be an 85%
chance. Yeah. Yes.
So something's weird, because
I mean, you can still roll a 1 in 6.
Yeah, but how many times in a row? I mean, we're 45 minutes in. Some of what we did was after 6, I feel like.
Yeah, Ghastly is only here, though. You've only fought one here after 7 p.m.
Okay.
Let me look this up again here.
And it's okay. Like, I
85% at night.
just didn't get my way. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. But, like, I would have imagined I'd see a Ghastly in one of the next few encounters after. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I might do 1 or 2 more just to see if there's even a Ghastly.
Yeah, just to even see if it shows up. That's fine. Yeah, no, it's just scrolling through this a little bit here. Yeah, it becomes night at 6 p.m., which because we fucked up with daylight savings on the DS was 7 p.m., which
for
was
us,
yeah,
which is
46
like
minutes ago.
Oh shit!
Actually, wait a
I
sec.
gotta heal. Uh-oh.
No, I'm just realizing that I'm looking at the original. So it is still night in SoulSilver, but I'm looking right now in Gen 2.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Let me...
Gen 4.
Oh, I killed him. I didn't catch him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just zoned out because I was like, oh, I can't catch this guy. All right,
oh,
well,
my God.
That's fine.
All right,
that's fine.
hang on a second.
That's fine. It was not a Ghastly, it was a Rattata, and then I zoned out while fighting him and killed him.
Do you want the ultimate irony in all of this? In Gen 4, night goes from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Motherfucker! All right, one more chance. I'm going to go get a Beedrill.
In 13 minutes.
I'll release...
No, because it's the wrong time. It's going to think that it's 7 o'clock.
Oh, you're right.
Why don't we just change the fucking time then? Because for the last 3 hours we've been trying to make a Ghastly show up.
It's hilarious.
No, again, splatter. John, I just don't like it because I walk in this way and I come out on the wrong side.
Oh, my God. It's
be
so funny, too,
Rattata.
because if we read the
It
right
is.
thing at the start of it, I don't think we would have bothered in the first place.
No, I would have said, can we change the clock? And it would have been fine.
Oh, my
So
God.
if you're willing... Again, I killed V Disapointo, so he's done.
because we are 13 minutes from actual 8 o'clock, and we should be updating the clock anyway, I think we can let you have a final shot at it, and we're not doing this again, and we're not changing the clock
Okay, Dad.
at any other point during this series.
You're right. You're right.
Other than
Yes.
daylight savings
Deal.
time.
When it rolls back
Deal.
around in 6
We
months
will
and we're
not
still
do-
doing this.
We also
Yes.
now know to check the right generation when looking for info.
Yes. I was looking at, so to be clear, I was looking at,
Gen 2.
I was looking at Gold and Silver, night starts at 6. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, night starts at 8.
Because it's a little more of a party.
I don't know, but
Okay.
Shout out Bulbapedia for making it really hard to navigate on mobile thanks to all the fucking ads and shit.
Yay! Did Heart Gold
Yeah.
and Soul Silver add in evening?
I don't. Let me check actually.
Because I know at some point
I don't
there
think
is.
so. I think it's morning, day, and night.
Okay, so should I save and quit and change the time, and then we'll come back in 12 minutes?
I was gonna say if you were gonna do more of your more Beedrill, get that done.
Sure. Okay.
When the
No, I
time
think-
rolls over, we can reset the clock.
I think when the episode is done, we will have to
Okay.
set the clock. We will end the episode, set the clock. You can take your shot, and then we should really. Head
I
to the
know it's a
gym.
little cheesy. As penalty, let's say if I don't get a Ghastly, I also don't get a Rattata, and I've lost my chance for Rattata. Because I don't want the commenters to be like, John just gets whatever he wants.
No,
which
I
is
think-
definitely not true.
No, in
But-
any other circumstance, I would have been like, no, this is what you got. But this is one where I
we-
fucked up.
We
technically
looked it up
twice
and
now.
thought we were doing it. You know, like
Yeah,
there wasn't
no.
even a chance to do the thing we were trying to do.
Yes, no, the we were specifically trying to attempt something that seemed like it was going to be pretty easy to set up, and
Right.
fucked it up twice.
Right. Which is kind of funny.
I am willing to let this one slide.
Well, I appreciate you.
But again, we're not doing any clock manipulation for the remainder of this.
No,
run.
I agree. I don't. That's
Technically,
not cool.
we're not even manipulating it here. We're just fixing it.
right, we're just going to fix
right.
the clock
Yeah.
once.
We're
8
gonna
o'clock
wait
rolls
10
around.
minutes and then fix it, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Glad I have a Harass Valgar 2, my strongest Pokemon.
But I will say, after that, we should get the gym going.
Agreed. I really did I just don't want fucking Kakuna.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
But also,
if it
you know,
results
the
in
second-
everyone getting too strong, then
The second you get into the next chapter, you'll have a Beedrill. Like,
it's true. Yeah, I guess you're right. It sounds like I have at least a reasonable shot against you as is.
oh, for sure.
So I'll do a couple more.
You have 6 Pokemon, which is already going to be. I mean, who knows what happens at the gym? I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
Sure. If you
but-
want to be sporting, I can put one in a box. before
No,
we
no.
fight.
You don't have to do that. You caught the 6 you have. You caught without any question at all.
Right. The only reason Rick only has 5 is because he didn't catch 6.
Yeah, I fucked up. I killed something and I accidentally did an illegal catch as well. So
Okay.
I technically also have an egg that hasn't hatched yet. So like,
Oh, do I? Oh, I don't have that yet. How do you have the egg and I don't?
oh no, I got my victory egg. My victory egg for
Oh,
Brilliant
right.
Diamond.
Okay. I thought you meant the elm egg.
No.
Fetal
I'm trying to
Togepi.
remember if you get that or not. I don't know if you do. I think you get an egg from somebody else, though.
You get that egg from him eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You do.
Like, I assume that it's just a fucking Togepi because
It is.
yeah.
Which is like not even a good Pokemon. My biggest problem with Pokemon is just the sheer number of Pokemon that are pretty worthless.
It's not great, but it is one of the first Pokemon that we knew about that was not in the 150.
Yeah, Togepi was around from
Pika
almost
Blue, air quotes.
Yeah, Togepi was around from almost the beginning of the anime, which was set in Gen 1.
Weirdly,
Togepi
so was
and Ho-Oh. Yeah.
Because
they were by the time the anime came out, they were already well into development of the second game.
Yeah.
So why not drop some Easter eggs for your thing?
Yeah,
build some hype.
It's very well done.
Because hey, it's a Pokemon. How come I can't find it in Pokemon Blue? That's weird.
I'm not even leveling the right Pokemon right now.
You are not.
Well, that's embarrassing. All right, I guess Sorry. I will sting this Pidgey to death and then move on to Kakuna.
Oh, it was out of the lead spot again?
Yeah,
right, because you went to go catch
for
up.
Ghastly, this would be a safer bet.
Yeah, I think Poison is double resisted by Ghastlies.
Right.
Right.
So you're pretty much guaranteeing that you'll only do 1 point of damage with each Poison Sting against a Ghastly.
And it can be poison, so...
Right, just everything else I have is more of a risk.
I am very interested to see what the comments actually look like for this.
Me
just
too.
I'm just literally out of curiosity, just what folks, folks' thoughts
and
are.
Keep it. It's not like that big a deal. Rick and I we're trying to have a friendly game. We haven't seen each other in months.
Yeah.
We're happy to be hanging out as buddies. Mm-hmm. It's like
no. If I thought that it was going too far after literally just being like, well, there's no reason we can't just pause the game and come back to it when he's got a shot. He's not doing it till he gets a Ghastly.
Right.
Whatever the Pokemon that shows up.
Right. We accidentally looked up incorrect information.
Yeah.
Agreeing that it was okay to check how to get the Ghastly.
Yep.
So I think it makes sense.
The amount of time that we spent in the commentary talking about how this is not a problem matches how much time the commenters will spend raging about it.
Probably.
Not no. You know what? But I don't know what to say. It's not. Also, how many times do I get a Ghastly and then something goes horribly wrong? Like
all but once.
Golbat isn't dark. It's just he's poison and flying. Poison and flying.
Sucker punch that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Why not?
Ooh,
not very
dark
good.
is not good against poison. Got it.
Whoa! No!
No!
No fucking way!
Oh my god!
What is acrobatics?
I'm gonna look that up.
What the fuck?
Holy shit! That's not gonna hit Edgar too, is it?
It is.
No!
No!
Sean,
Oh
why
my
did you?
God! Why?
Oh god, I'm really worried. If a critical hit lands, Horton's dead.
What I need to do.
You might need to sacrifice Chain Chomp to get Gojin without taking a hit. How shitty this is!
No, you're
I know.
right. No, you're right.
But
that's the play.
This loop
That's
we're in
the
right
play.
now is exactly
Here
what
we
fucks
go.
me every single time.
I know. No, I know. The critical is just what got female. It's I know it's lethal.
Damn, this is shitty as hell. Ugh. Sorry, Chain Chomp. Oh my god. I think
I need to use Gestalt.
I think you're right. I think that's dangerous as shit. But
I
Psychic,
could try and
Dark
put him to
Pulse,
sleep.
Shadow Ball.
Shadow Ball will have stab, but if I put him to sleep, I have a
Hypnosis isn't guaranteed though.
No, I know.
That's the real problem here.
Hey, remember that time I had to put Gestalt out against a ground Pokemon?
Oh
no,
Jesus.
You're having flashbacks.
It's either Hypnosis or Shadow Ball. It's one of those two.
If Hypnosis works, I have a better chance of surviving.
If Hypnosis works, then you're probably fine.
But if it doesn't work,
then you're definitely dead.
And then somebody else is going to be dead.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is nuts.
I don't even think I played any of that wrong.
I don't think you
I'm
I don't think you
back
did
in my
either.
head. You're right. I probably should have saved the Z move for Mudsale, but we didn't know any of this was going to happen.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Guys.
Oh my god. Holy fucking hell.
Wow.
Well, bright side, you get a Ghastly for Ultra Sun.
Rick, what do I do? No! It's what the people want to see. we're
too
trying
real?
to give you what you want, viewers.
Is it too... There was a point where you had killed one of each level of Ghastly.
Why, thank you. I am
you technically
very
haven't,
talented.
You technically haven't killed a Gigantamax Gengar.
Give me time, Rick.
Though, who knows?
Give me time.
When we do a padlock of Gen 10 against all logic and reason,
Let's do it.
Surely there will be a way to do it
I'll
then.
be here.
Assuming they haven't abandoned Gigantamax like they do every other generation's gimmick.
Yeah, I think the smart thing to do would be to make one where Mega Evolution and Gigantamax and whatever Violet Scarlet does
I think
are
that's
all in there.
I think that's going to be Pokemon Champions. I think they're going to have Mega Evolution and Z moves and Dynamax
and Z moves, yeah.
Terastallization.
That's the Gen 9 one.
Right,
Terastallization. Terra Crystals.
Yeah.
if
It's
you
an
added all
interesting
those
idea,
in, would it
but
be interesting game mechanics?
No.
It'd be too cluttered.
They're all
Too cluttered, too much overlap.
Well, and they're all right. They're all sort of
Mega Evolution and Terastallization are already a little too close together based off of temporary boosts, potential stat and ability changes, type changes being possibly in there.
sure, yeah.
Z moves and Dynamax are a little bit, or Z moves and Gigantamax specifically have too much overlap by virtue of
Hey, now you're really strong
juiced
in a
up
patterned
moves that are
way.
in there, and
Yeah.
yeah. The four of them are all too similar to one another to be able to realistically share space, with the exception that if the idea in the meta is just that there is a family of different ways to temporarily buff your Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they like.
I wouldn't want it in a single player game.
I want to be thoughtful.
Like,
Like, it's pretty easy to criticize the Pokemon game design.
oh yes,
because-
very.
But it's a hard problem to solve. They have
It is.
1,000 different fucking creatures.
Yeah, I'm not
and
going
a
to
billion
pretend
different
like
moves.
the answer was always obvious.
And like
'cause-
more types is not the answer.
No,
We're-
they added
I think
one.
we've hit type.
They did add one sort of in Gen 9.
Did they? What
Yeah,
was it?
there's the Stellar type. It's a very special. You literally can't encounter it until the very end of the post game of the main game.
Right.
Sure.
And then you kind of encounter it again at the I guess it's at the very end of the post game.
But for all intents and purposes, it's a type?
No. There's no Pokemon that natively has it. There's one Pokemon that always has it as its Terra type, and using crystals, you can give it as a Terra type to another Pokemon.
Because
Okay.
in 9th Gen, you can have dual-type Pokemon, but they also have this one other type, which is their
That only
Terra
comes
type.
out when they terrastalize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrastalize.
And what happens is when they Terrastalize, that type becomes their type defensively.
Sure.
It also does have a positive effect on moves too.
Do you find terrastalizing is more interesting than like Z moves? Or is it just
I
kind of
think
like
it's-
an annoying thing to keep track of?
I think it's more interesting than Z moves. Z moves I always found a little bit cheap and boring.
C-move is just like hit hard.
Yeah.
Right.
And you only get one per battle.
Right.
Terrastallization gives you an extra dimension to the fight where it's like, oh, I've got a Poliwrath, but it's got a grass type Terrastallization, which is really going to screw with electric types that try to attack.
Can Poliwraths have other terrastalizations?
Any
So there's a
Pokemon-
Pokemon can
any.
have any type for its Terra
Yeah.
type, and you can switch it
Interesting.
with shards
Okay.
that you can collect from fighting Pokemon.
Yeah.
That is
So-
kind of interesting, I guess. But you can.
So you have a
quickly see
layer
how
of
it would get annoying.
customizability to it, but it takes grinding to do it because
A
it takes
lot.
50 shards,
I think it's 100.
100 shards.
It might be
Jesus.
50. It took me until basically the end of the game to be able to do it once.
Damn.
Right,
And
if
I-
you're just casually fighting, you only get those shards when you run across a Pokemon that has a active Terra type in the wild,
Yeah.
and you get a couple.
What's rock polish do?
Increases your speed sharply. That's all it does. It's not a real attack, but it does sharply increase your speed. So it'll double your speed.
Probably never going to use Mudsport.
Unlikely.
Also, I'm probably never going to move that move either. Never use that move either,
But yeah, no, I would say Terrastallization is at least better than Z moves. I think it's worse than Mega Evolution. I think they got it right on their first try. Mega Evolution is still the best gimmick, mid-battle gimmick that they've done so far.
yeah.
Dynamax is close, but they stopped short. I like the new
don't like
designs; they're
Dynamax.
fun, but literally all they do is they just double your hit points.
Right. Double your current hit points, so you basically have to do it right out the gate with the Pokemon that you're going to do it with, otherwise it's not very useful.
Yep.
And the attacks hit stronger, and it replaces all of your attacks with one of 20 options.
Yeah.
I think it's 20.
Something like that, yeah.
It's based off the types, and there's like two
which
extra
seems
ones
like a
for the
real
defensive
disappointment.
moves.
Like,
yeah.
It is. It's a huge
Dynamax,
disappointment.
Dynamax is kind of the worst. It's a merging of the worst parts, or the least good, at least, parts of both Mega Evolution and Z moves.
Yes.
Because you can do more than one Z move, which is better, but the Z move situation was already boring before, and it's really not made better.
Yeah, and
by
it lasts
Dynamax
for
moves.
just 3 turns.
G-Max is the turn they use for it. Yeah, 3 turns, and then you're back down, and you can't do it for the rest of the battle.
Okay, to be totally honest with you... Oh, hold on. Joey's talking. How are you? Do you remember my super cool Rattata?
He's different from regular
It's in the top percentage of Rattata.
Yay! We did it! Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Click.
I think I'm just going to have to not have a Beedrill because everyone else is leveling up faster than Kakuna, and I'm starting to feel guilty.
All right, well, why don't we come back next time? We're going to take a quick pause to fix the clock. We're going to go to Sprout Tower. We're going to do one battle.
I'm going to catch one last
and then it's gym time.
All right,
See you later.
Good. Bye.
Bye-bye.